Hello, this is needlepointers.com, and today I'd like to show you how to make some reusable snack and sandwich bags. If you hate throwing away and buying all those plastic sandwich baggies and snack size baggies, now you can make your own. I use this Babyville Boutique PUL fabric to make my snack or sandwich bags. There's a link to the page in the description to find the fabric where it is sold at Joann Fabrics. This is some of the colors they have, and what the PUL fabric is it's a laminated fabric, so it's got fabric on one side and it's like a plastic type of shiny fabric that's fused or bonded to the actual fabric. So they only have they don't have a lot of different options, but they have a few, some that are boyish and some that are girlish. They originally sell this fabric to make diapers for babies. So there is always a question about whether fabrics are food safe. There's a link in the description of the video to a Facebook post and a FAQ page on the Babyville from Babyville that says that the fabric is CPSIA and BPA compliant, and there is no specific food certification for fabrics by the FDA, so they can't really get certified to say that they're food safe. They do say that it should not be used in the microwave or any other heat source. So please review the links and make a decision for yourself whether to use this fabric for your family. So here's a snack bag that I made. Basically just very simple. Has a Velcro closure. The PUL is inside. Well, the plastic part is inside, and this is the size that will fit a sandwich. Doesn't fit a huge sandwich, but it fits your standard sandwich. And these are great. Usually when I do sandwiches, at least I always wrap it in a paper towel to help with the moisture. So to make these, what we're going to do is I have the fabric cut for the two different sizes. The sandwich size, the front piece here is 7 1/4 inches by 5 3/4 inches. The back is the bigger piece, and it's 7 1/4 inches by 7 1/4 inches by 8 1/4 inches. So 8 that way, 7 1/4 this way. And then you also need a 7 1/4 inch wide piece of Velcro for each. For the snack size bag, the front piece is 7 1/4 by 3 1/4, and the back is 7 1/4 by 5 1/4. We'll have these measurements in the description of the video so that you'll be able to reference them. And again, you'll need a 7 1/4 inch piece of Velcro. Okay, I'm going to continue with just making a snack size bag. The procedure for the sandwich size is exactly the same thing, just a different size bag. So I'm going to take the two pieces of fabric and I'm going to line them up at the bottom, and I'll fold it in half. And I want to make the corner just a little bit rounded. Makes it easier. And then I'm going to do the same on this corner. And then I have the rounded corners. There. So then I will take the Velcro, try to get the Velcro apart. I'm going to sew the soft side of Velcro to the right side of the front piece. So I'm going to sew it right about here, like a 1/2 inch down from the top edge. So this will be separated. So I'm going to sew it like right here. And then I'm going to sew the bumpy part of the Velcro on the wrong side of the bigger piece. And again, about a 1/2 inch from the top edge. The edges of your Velcro might go over the edge there where you cut. Don't worry about that. So I'm going to come back after I sew these two. Alright, so I've pinned it a 1/2 inch from the top, and with this Babyville PUL fabric, you want to try to minimize your use of pins, because every time you pin, you put little holes in the plasticky side. It's probably not quite as important in this as if you were making a diaper. You don't want diapers to leak. So I'm going to sew all the way around the Velcro here. Okay, so I've now sewn the Velcro onto both sections and gone all the way around both pieces of Velcro. So the next step is we just want to fold over this top edge of the smaller piece. This is the front, a 1/4 inch, and then sew it down. This PUL fabric doesn't really iron very well. They say you can iron it, but when I was trying to iron it, it didn't seem to stay down. So I was just doing it by hand to turn this under. So I just push it down. And hopefully it won't go down into the sewing machine. There we go. Okay, so it's kind of nice and finished. My threads got caught a little bit there, but I'll trim those off. So on the back piece here, like I said, when you cut the corner, sometimes this little edge is sticking out. So I'm just going to trim the little. And on this side, actually, it's sticking out a lot more, so I'm just trim that off. This piece you usually don't have a problem with because it's straight edges there. The next step is to sew the front and the back together. Actually, we put the front and the back wrong sides together. So I'm going to just line this up pretty close. And I'm matching the bottom and the side seams here. I'm going to stitch all the way around, all the way, like from here, go all the way around, even this part where you're not putting anything together, all the way around the top and the sides in the square. And what I'm going to use is I'm going to use the overlock stitch. My machine has a double overlock, so I use that stitch, but you can use either overlock or double overlock. You could even use a short zigzag stitch if you don't have overlock on your machine. So I'm going to stitch all the way around, including the flap. Okay, so I have it lined up. I have my machine set on my double overlock stitch. And I'm going to start right here. It doesn't really matter where exactly you start, but you want it to go over the edge. there's the finished stitch. You could make it a little bit tighter or shorter length if you wanted, but this seems to be pretty good. And it shows a nice finished edge all the way around. And there's your finished snack bag. So, I recommend reading the usage directions on the package or at the Babyville Boutique website for how to clean the bags, but I generally just wash them with warm water and soap and let them dry with my other dishes. Thank you for watching our video. If you've enjoyed this video, please click on the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel.